Hello there. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use the website Wix to build your own website. So once you've signed up for a Wix account at www.wix.com, you can get to this page and click on Create Your Website. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to choose Portfolio and CV. And from here we recommend you click on Choose a Template so that you can choose a template that will give you some options that you can then adapt for your purposes. I'm going to pick Blank Template from here. Now I can start from scratch, but I'm going to actually start from the classic layout and click Edit. So I can show you what the classic layout they show to me is, and then how to build pages on top of that. So in here what you can see is the skeleton of the web page that will exist when you are finished. If you go up here to preview, you can see what it would look like online. You have this banner at the top of the page, the name of the site identified up here. Down below you'll have a series of images that can cycle through if you're using this classic template. You have titles that sort of advertise whatever it is that you have on your website. A series of images, titles, and a whole host of text that can sort of bring people into your website. So let's show you how you can do that. I'm going to click back to Editor. And on this page, what I'll show you first is how you can change this placeholder text. You just double click on anything. Let's change this to Lasell College Website Test. I can change the font size by highlighting everything and changing the font size to whatever I like it to be. I'm fine with 40 though. You can also change formatting as well. But once you have it chosen, you can just hit X and click away and you're good to go. So changing text doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a matter of double clicking on the text and changing it to what you want it to say. And then formatting it in whatever way you think is appropriate. And often the formatting will change depending upon how this appears in conjunction with the images that you choose and the different kinds of devices that individuals use to navigate your website. So always keep that in mind, that you might end up changing and deciding on different kinds of font choices as you go along. Alright, so that's how you can change text. You can do the same thing for any bits of text down here, just by double clicking on the text and changing whatever's in there. You can also change images. So this is the slide deck. When I preview the website, it cycles through a couple of placeholder images. I'm going to change that to a couple of more interesting images. So to do that, I click on the slide deck, click Change Images, and I'm going to get rid of these because they're not showing me anything I want to display. And instead, I'm going to click up here to Add Images. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is upload some media that I want to share on the website. Click on Upload Media, Upload Files, or Import Files from wherever you would like. And I'm going to grab a hold of a few files that I have. Now I can click on one at a time, or I can upload multiple ones. Open, and here it's bringing those files into the site. There it is. So clearly you can bring them in one at a time or en masse. Let's click away. So now I want to add them to the gallery. So I'll click on this first one, Add to Gallery. I'm going to add another image. Add the second one because I want all these to cycle through. Let me add this third one as well. So we got 3 images. I could reorder them if I like. But I'm going to have it appear in this order. And click Done. So that's the first one. If I hit Preview though, you can see this is the way the website would look. There is the name of the website, there's that banner, and you can see the images are starting to cycle. So you can have as many of those as you like. Probably 3 to 5 are best though, so that you don't end up going to a series of images that won't take people away from the theme that you're trying to create. So let's go back to the editor. So that's how you can change text and images. Now I'm going to talk about how you can change the navigation of the site. The way to do that is you would scroll over here to this first icon that says Menus and Pages. Click on that and you can see the banner at the top. Home, About, Services, Gallery, and Contact. All of that stuff is up here. And you can also see Gallery is a subpage of services. So when individuals hover over services, when this is being actually online, they'll see a drop-down menu of pages there. So if you need to add new pages, to add new content into your website, what you would do is click on Add Page. Let's just name this new page Test Page and hit Done. And you can move it wherever it belongs. So I'm going to move it here under Home, but I don't want it to appear on this banner here. I actually want it to be a sub-page of my home page. So I'm going to go to Menus and Pages, click on this and say Sub-Page. I'm going to add another page as well and title it Test Page 2. Done. Those are both sub-pages of Home. I'll hit X, Preview, and you can see that these pages are both sub-pages of the home page. They just don't have any content in them yet. Let me go back to the editor, and I'll show you how you can add content into a basic page, like this guy right here. So I'm on the test page right now. I can also click on this little plus button right here. And what that allows me to do is add in text like a heading. I can drag that heading wherever I want it to be on the page. I can drag the size of that text box a little bit over if I want to reformat how that stuff appears. I can also add in other kinds of text as well, like a paragraph. This page is about the team mentality of those at Lasell College. So there we are. We've got a little bit of text there. I'm going to hit X to get out of that. And I'm going to add some images in as well. Let me click on Image. I'm just going to grab a hold of some free Wix images. I know there's a picture in here of people working as a team. There we go. Team Talk. Add to page. I can resize and move this image wherever it belongs on the page. Very nice. So you can see how you can start building pages by having headers, text, and images to sort of reflect upon whatever it is in this page. You can also do the same thing with other kinds of media as well. I'm going to go to Menus and Pages, Test Page 2. This one's also empty. So to add video, you go to the same space. You click on Add, go down to Video, choose whichever platform you're using. I'll just use YouTube, and it will add in a video that you can move around. And clearly that's not the video I want, so I'll click Change Video and search for an appropriate video. Lasell College. And in here I can choose whatever video seems appropriate, or whatever video that you already have in mind. Let's grab this commencement one and click on Add. There you are. Now it's more appropriate towards Lasell, because that's the theme of this overall test website. I can also add in some text. Let's scroll to the top and add in another heading. Drag it over here. Double click, title it something like Subpage Test 2. And you can also add in additional paragraph text. And drag and drop that where it belongs. This page focuses upon a video that helps people learn about Lasell. Alright, so what you can do then is click on X, get out of there, and what we can do is click on Preview, and you'd be able to watch this YouTube video through your website. Okay, so that overviews the major moves of what you can do in Wix. If I go back to the home page, you can see how we have our home page that we set up with cycling images. There's stuff that still needs to be changed. These images here, this text here. But you can see how it's the beginning of something. You can also see how these pages that we've built also become part of the subgroup of that particular page. And you can use different kinds of media to strengthen and make more robust the content of the overall website. You can also do things like, if you go back to Editor, change a background for the entire page. You can notice I already did that for the home page. You can click on Background and choose a background which seems appropriate. I believe the one that I chose is the little mountain one. Now you do want to be careful if you do that, because when you change the background, and apply it to all your other pages, it can actually make every page have that background. And that can cause problems with stuff like your text, which doesn't display very well anymore, and you have to reformat. So always keep that in mind when you change colors and when you change the format of what's displaying for individuals. I'm going to change that background to this little guy right here, and I'm going to apply it to all my other pages as well because I like it overall and I'd like to see what it looks like that way. Alright, I'm going to go in the background and go back to home, see how it looks over there. So that's how my test website looks right now. There's more work to be done, but you can see how you can build up the overall thing. One last thing to take a look at, mobile view. It's always a good idea to take a look at how your website looks on smartphones, because a lot of people are going to be visiting it through there. So it's not just a matter of developing what you've created for the view that individuals will see on a laptop or a desktop. It's also considering that lots of people use smartphones and tablets as well, and you want to be able to see what you've created and how it looks here as well. So I'm going to go back to Editor, and you can see that you have the same options, and it will actually walk you through how your site looks on mobile. And it will show you how and ask you how your menu items, how you want them to appear to individuals. And it can take a look at the images that you've created and whether or not this is the way you would go or this would be the way to go depending upon the layout of things. So that's how you can take a look at the mobile view and ensure that it is as optimal as the desktop view as well. Alright, so I'm going to skip this so that I can just go back to the main page of things. And what I'm going to do now is click on Publish to make this available to everybody. Website is ready to go. I've got a link here that I can copy. I can go visit the site online. Got a lot of work to do, but you can see how it will appear to individuals. And when you're ready to submit this to Canvas, you can paste this link into the assignment submission box so that individuals will be able to just go in, click on the link, and visit your website and be able to assess it appropriately. Alright, so that's how you can start building a website using Wix. There's a lot of other features that it has available too. You can get in there and get started practicing so that you can get familiar with how those integrate with the website building process. Good luck building your websites, everybody.